Hi, it's Ileana. So today I'm going to talk about the Atlantean Mermaids, the Lemurian Goddesses, the dragons, orbs, and spheres. So when I had my past lifetime as the Atlantean mermaid, what I noticed is that they had different hair color, skin color. Sometimes their skin would be blue, green, and they would have these beautiful tails, blue, green, turquoise, hair color, skin color. They had these luminescent markings on their bodies when swimming underwater. They had tails. I looked humanoid as a humanoid mermaid. There's other mermaid types that have more aquatic characteristic or animal characteristics, and they don't have hair. They have more gills. I was more of a Mintakan type of a mermaid that came from Mintaka to Atlantis millions of years ago. So I did have humanoid features, but extraterrestrial, with exotic colored hair, exotic colored skin. Typically Atlanteans on the surface, they also had different skin colors, different tones. And when I came to the surface, I would have normal looking skin, pale skin, like humans do when I came out of the water. And I could communicate with crystals. I could communicate with different spheres, pyramids, orbs. We had orbs and spheres and pyramids during Atlantis as well. So they're sentient beings who you can communicate to on a telepathic level. It's very spiritual, it's very grounding, and it's a guidance. It's a soul wisdom guidance. And I interacted with the Atlanteans in their colonies, working in their crystalline temples with crystal healing technology and crystals themselves, because it could rejuvenate your body's energy and extend your life force. We had crystalline tables where a person can lie on. You get scanned, and whatever is out of balance or out of alignment in your body or soul would be healed. And so you would be back in balance and healthy. That's what the crystalline technology did on these tables. You had many different crystals that were combined together to create this technology, this essence. And it had these plasma fields. It had this energy of plasma fields around it as well. Crystalline essences around these crystal tables. It was amazing. It would light up and it would do the healing. And me as the mermaid, I would watch it and make sure it was working correctly and well, and it was well calibrated. Sometimes I had orbs with me or spheres guiding me through this work, because I was always interconnected with spheres and orbs in Atlantis. And I was using healing symbols along with crystalline technology to do the healing. So this for me is very special, seeing orbs again and seeing this mermaid past lifetime of myself being expressed, because I still work today with crystals, and I connect to crystalline essences to do healing and energy and vibration of the orbs and spheres in connection with my soul. So I still have that uniqueness of the Atlantean experience, and it connects to me in present time in very beautiful ways that I'm thankful and grateful for. I also had a Lemurian lifetime recently that I remembered as the Lemurian Goddess. And so I remember that she would work with the air, she would work with the sky, the water, and with crystals. She was like an elemental being, and she would wear these beautiful golden and silver and bronze clothing that was like, it was like a protective armor, and she would wear different kinds of colors in the clothing that had vibrations. And she had the symbol of a dragon and a shield, a dragon in the left hand, and in the right hand a shield that would energetically create frequency and energy and vibration. It was quite beautiful in how she worked with energy and frequency. So she came up recently, and I've basically just connected to her quite a bit. And just seeing these beautiful Lemurian buildings behind her, just golden, silver buildings. Lemuria was beautiful. It was a beautiful place and a time of working with energy, crystals, nature. Atlanteans worked with crystalline technology. Lemurians worked with thought, consciousness, energy, and frequency. They had beautiful buildings too, but they were more connected to nature, gardens, the waters, the oceans, the lakes, the rivers. Their energy came more from nature than technology, whereas Atlanteans connected more to technology. They were very thought conscious as well, and spiritual and energetic, but they worked more with technology. Lemurians, they were more like elementals. They worked with energy and frequency, and this goddess worked with dragon energy quite a bit. She worked with pearls. She worked with balancing the planetary core of Earth to make sure everything in nature was in balance and alignment during the time of Lemuria. She did not live with the Lemurians themselves, but she was Lemurian. She had this long white hair, bluish green eyes, and she loved colors of purple, blue, silver, and gold. That is what her colors were, her frequencies. And she worked with dragons quite a bit, with dragon energy. So she communicated with dragons a lot. And these are some of the elemental dragons she worked with, the ancient Lemurian dragons. Golden dragons, blue dragons, purple dragons, crystalline dragons, diamond dragons, orange dragons, yellow, blue dragons, purple, diamond, white dragons, just fire dragons as well. Today I was introduced to these dragons who she worked with in Lemuria, water dragons as well. It's this beautiful energy and frequency of dragons. It's amazing. And they're healers. They're crystal keepers as well. They're unity consciousness. They help Earth to stay in grounding and balance, for us humans to stay in unity. They help to create things that are in nature. Some of them are elemental dragons, some of them are air, water, earth, fire, and aether dragons. So much beauty, and they would soar up above the clouds, high up in the clouds, the mountains, the forests, and seeing these dragons again, how they looked like, is so amazing. It is just an awe-inspiring event to be able to go back and see the Lemurian Goddess and see the dragons again and connect with all the different dragons. There's even pink dragons. So I was so lucky to talk to all of them, especially the crystalline dragons, the fire dragons, the golds, the just such beautiful dragons, such wise Lemurian ancient wisdom. Seeing them in the mountains and the forests was amazing. It's just that time of reconnecting back to when that goddess, who I was a past lifetime of, my past lifetime of the goddess, working with these dragons and seeing all of what they look like and feel like, soaring above the water and the trees, the forests, the mountains. So amazing. And each of them has unique characteristics and styles. They're very telepathic. So it's quite interesting to have met them again and seen them and just their environments, where they lived, what they did. Some of them are glowing because they're crystalline. They are majestic and they're ancient, and they're still here with us. They're just more on an energetic level instead of the physical, but they still are above the earth plane. They exist just like the mermaids and the gods and goddesses. They still exist today, but they're in the god worlds. But they're quite aware of what's happening on earth. And even Atlantis exists in a different dimensional capacity. The Atlantean outposts, the crystalline technology, some of that is in inner earth, but that all exists, and it's coming back as energy and frequency for us to reconnect with, as well as Lemurian frequency and energy exists above the earth dimension to reconnect to natural organic healing, nature and balance, the mind, the soul, and the body working together, and physicality and energy and frequency and vibration working in alignment with an organic timeline of peace, purity, reconnecting with the Christos energy, reconnecting with our cosmic selves, reconnecting with the universal energy, thought consciousness, reconnecting with the universe, the cosmos, us being in alignment with that again, not being disconnected, but reconnected to everything that we are, will be, or ever were. Like remembering these things of Lemuria, Atlantis, and other past lifetimes, galactic cosmic energies, they're coming back online, and our memories are being activated of this. We can actually see what we looked like, what beings we interacted with. And I really connected to the fire and the water dragons and the crystalline and the diamond dragons, as well as the ice. There was an ice dragon. It was just amazing to be able to communicate with these sentient, intelligent creatures and explore Lemuria, explore Atlantis, see what everything looked like in those times. Just beautiful. I had a unique connection and a unique perspective, and I felt so much joy and so much understanding came in that we are going into a time where we are remembering what we need to remember to be our true selves, to be at our divinity of thought consciousness and universe reconnection to who we are. And our past lives are connected to us, and the uniqueness of our life experiences that contributes to everything that we've learned and we will continue to learn for our highest good, ascension, and evolution on this journey of life expansion, of discovery, and finding out what we're capable of, what our gifts, abilities are. Like, these dragons are elementals. They work with different energies. They work with different elements. Some of them are creators as well, just like the Lemurian Goddess. She's a creator being, and the mermaids were creators as well. And they interacted with everything in nature, in the elements, underwater, on the surface of the earth, is just so much beautiful information, history, galactic history and earth history, where we are reconnecting with right now at this time. It's such a beautiful time to be alive and exploring all of this creation and just being able to create with such diversity of beings coming in, inspiring us, helping us to reconnect with them and ourselves to our highest capacities. I find this incredibly amazing to create this artwork and to see these beings and understand myself better as a living being and who I am and who they are and what creation, what is possible in all of creation. It's just interesting to see that and be able to talk about what I'm experiencing, what I'm connecting with through these energies of these beings, and who I am as a whole and who we are as a whole and what this represents for us. It's beautiful history. Thank you so much. Blessings.